up to our expectation. The coming in of the coronavirus, we have seen the kind of impact it has had on other economies around the globe. When you look at what is happening in China, I think due to the outbreak of the coronavirus, I think their GDP has dropped from about 6% to 4%. When you look at what is happening in the US and other European countries, you can clearly tell that the coronavirus has actually had a very huge impact on their economies. And as Africa, and particularly Zambia, we are not immune to that. We are already beginning to feel the effects even before the coronavirus can actually come.
I mean, of course, Zambia at the moment has not recorded any of these cases. Would you say that there's a direct impact on, this particular virus on how the economy could perform now as well as in future?
Certainly. When you look at China is one of our largest trading partners. Okay, and we export a lot of things to China and other countries where the coronavirus has broken out. And because of that, our export earnings are likely to be affected. Already we are seeing that the kwacha is depreciating, in as much as there are other factors that are contributing to that. But the fact that our export earnings are reducing, it also means that even our foreign exchange earnings are reducing. So to some extent, the coronavirus also has a role to play in this particular thing, even before the coronavirus can actually come.
In the near future, do we see the kwacha gaining momentum? And probably what factors then would lead to the kwacha gaining back momentum?
Well, I think in terms of addressing the problem that we have at hand, in terms of the high volatility on the forex market, the Bank of Zambia obviously does have certain instruments that they can use to try and intervene in the short term. Of course, you talk about issues to do with monetary policy and trying to use the reserves to try and bring about some stability. But in the long term, the most important thing that we need to do is to address the causes of the depreciation. So we need to deal with the issue of debt. We need to ensure that we don't just talk about the fiscal measures that can address the debt situation, but we need to implement that. We also need to look at our mining tax regime. Of course, it's good for us to have a very strong mining tax regime that will enable the government to raise enough revenues. But at the same time, I think we need to have a regime that is going to result in a win-win kind of arrangement. So I think in the long term, we need to think about addressing the standoff that is currently existing between the mining firms and the government. And in terms of the coronavirus, I think there's very little that we can do about that. That is something that is outside our circle of control. But in his address last Friday, the president did make an announcement that the government has set up a contingency fund that is supposed to help with the preparedness and also the mitigation just in case the coronavirus breaks out. And I think that was a very good measure. We need to ensure that we prepare ourselves in advance before the coronavirus can actually come.
All right, Blessings Kafanga, thanks a lot for joining us tonight.
Always a pleasure.
Right, we'll take a look at what we have in tonight's editorial comment.
This is your Diamond Insight for tonight of the coronavirus and Zambia's efforts to curb. Are we as a country treating the outbreak of the coronavirus with the same energy and gloves with which we did when fighting the cholera outbreak? 2 years ago, we saw how Zambians were buying sanitizers and also saw washed dishes in every corner. We were witnesses to government applying emergency powers, and yet cholera is a self-made disease resulting from sanitation standards. Those using unclean toilets and having proper sanitation are likely to suffer from cholera if the waste matter finds its way into food and other products consumed by humans. But we have been advised that coronavirus or COVID-19 is a different matter altogether. This is a cough and pneumonia affliction which can spread like wildfire. In fact, the spread has been seen burning like fire since December last year, when the virus broke out in China's Wuhan province. Coronavirus has no boundaries, as can be seen that within the shortest possible time, over 100 countries in the world have recorded outbreaks. It has already affected trade in China and the rest of the world. Economic meetings and conferences have already been affected. In Zambia, even before an outbreak which we do not wish to happen, the world effects are already manifesting. The cross-border traders are complaining while the treasury is leaking because mobilizing the hard currency has become a near impossibility. But we're not seeing practical measures by Zambians to prepare for a possible outbreak of coronavirus, especially on the economic front. We continue seeing people shaking hands and go about local businesses as usual. We're not like other countries such as Lesotho, which has banned travel into or outside the country. It appears Zambians are waiting for government to issue a ban on social gatherings before they can exercise their wisdom of disengaging from social meetings. We are deliberately speaking to Zambians because we have seen that this coronavirus outbreak is not about government but the people. If Zambians do not prepare themselves at domestic level, we are in danger of suffering the worst fatality in the near future. We say this because Zambia has few health personnel, and therefore public health information can go a long way in mitigating.
Feel free to have your say on that editorial. Comment on our Facebook page, that is Diamond TV Zambia. The United Party for National Development President Hakainde Hichilema says it is not too late for the Patriotic Front government to declare the hunger situation a national disaster. Mr. Hichilema says the majority of Zambians will be subjected to hunger as they cannot afford high mealie meal prices. A 25 kg bag of mealie meal is ranging between 175 to 200 kwacha.
The country's staple food has continued to be a burden to citizens who complain that it is difficult to have a proper meal. Although the Food Reserve Agency and Millers Association of Zambia engaged into an agreement with millers to have the price of mealie meal reduced to at least 136 kwacha, prices have continued to rise. The lead opposition political party, UPND President Hakainde Hichilema, on Friday afternoon took to the streets of Mandevu and interacted with some people on how they are coping with the high mealie meal prices. According to what has been observed, the prices on most stores ranges between 175 and 220 kwacha, a price which many say cannot afford. The UPND president says the Patriotic Front should declare a national disaster amid this for aid relief, as it is clear that people are experiencing hunger.
It is also not too late, number two, for the PF to declare hunger a disaster. It's not too late. It's never late. In fact, the English say better late than never.
Yes.
We love the people of Zambia. That's why we keep rendering advice. We don't care about how PF feels on the advice we render. The intention of that advice is to help the people of Zambia lead a better life. We would like these measures to be taken now, reduce the price of mealie meal, declare hunger a disaster, because shame does not help reduce the problem. Just do what is right, do it. Number three, for us, we want a final and long-lasting solution to this high cost of food, high cost of mealie meal.
Lillian Mwansa is a trader at North Mid Market and says the prices of the commodity should be reduced. Ms. Mwansa says it is difficult to afford a proper meal under such huge prices of the commodity. Recently, reports of the commodity being on the shortage emerged, with government placing the blame on millers holding on to the commodity. Jarvis Jr., Damo News.
Government says it is putting up measures to stop agents who are selling mealie meal beyond the reasonable price agreed upon during the tripartite meeting between government as well as the millers. Permanent Secretary under the Ministry of Agriculture, Songwayo Ziambo, says the ministry is Mr. Ziambo has disclosed that the ministry will be monitoring all the traders that buy mealie meal from millers to see where the commodity is going, adding that the traders are taking the maize out of the country, which is putting more pressure on the price of the commodity. He adds that the concern of government is the non-compliance among millers who participated in the tripartite agreement, where maize is subsidized to reduce prices of mealie meal to make it even more affordable for the Zambian people. He has further urged the public to avoid panic when buying mealie meal because there is no problem with the maize supply.
The skyrocketing prices of meal has become a source of concern for many Zambians all over the country. Meal, from which Zambia's staple food, shima, is made, has not only become expensive but also rare on most shelves, despite a tripartite agreement being forced to keep meal prices below 130 kwacha. Prices continues on an upward trend. A 25 kg bag of meal on the Copper Belt is costing 190 kwacha. This has raised concern among residents of Ndola district.
All you want is the people to be complaining why they took over the when you are subsidizing.
Meal traders on the Copper Belt have blamed the Patriotic Front government for the hiked prices.
If the government has failed to provide food for the people, they shouldn't leave that. They shouldn't push it to us people in business. There's no mess everywhere. People are selling meal at 220, even at 250. Why? Because there's nothing in the country. The PF government, the government of the day, they are failing to meet the demand of the people. They are failing. So now they shouldn't intervene because they don't know how we have acquired that meal.
Meanwhile, Copper Belt Permanent Secretary Bright Nundwe feels the 190 kwacha for a bag of meal is too much.
Is also monitor the agents that you supply to in terms of
Songowayo Ziambo says the ministry is putting up measures to stop agents from extorting Zambians by selling meal at exorbitant prices.
All the retailers that they are giving their minimum, to ensure that those retailers stick to the price which is put on the bag of 137 to the consumer. And those who are not complying, during this monitoring, we are going to blacklist them because there is that subsidy which we are giving through Food Reserve Agency is for you and the other consumers of meal. It's not for the miller to make huge profits.
Evans Banda, Diamond News in Ndola.
Coming up after the break, the Constitution Amendment Bill number 10 has been set to be tabled on Tuesday.
The National Pension Scheme Authority has implemented various electronic payment platforms for employer to remit employees' contributions. These include online intrabank, mobile money, and debit credit card payment options. The authority therefore wishes to inform all employers and the public that effective 1st October 2019, it will stop accepting cash and check payments for statutory contributions at all its offices along the line of rail and in provincial centers. The authority will further stop accepting electronic fund transfers, RTGS and DDACC that are not initiated on the intrabank eNAPSA payment platform. Employers are therefore urged to start making use of the stated payment methods before the cutoff date to avoid being inconvenienced. For further details, you can call us on +260 211 395 677 or toll free 677, WhatsApp 0973 000 677 or email info@napsa.co.za.
Embuzi lilibe konkere mu mugodi. Nchosa buda kumedwalika onze.
Sungani umoyo wabanja lanu, chingilizani manzi ya munyansi na vimbuzi vakonkiri mu mugodi. Vovomelesewa vevichoka kuli walusaka wotanzu.
Yemi alade.
Can I have that meal over there? And I really want that crisp, fresh apple taste in the garden. Can I have happy apple?
I think I'll have my Big Bite 2 meal with happy waziwaka. Give us your
enjoy an appetizing Big Bite meal with an happy drink of your choice. A meal is not a meal without an happy drink. And now introducing Happy in a can.
There is a core belief at the heart of Liquid Telecom. The belief that every individual has the right to be connected. The pursuit of this vision has seen us build the largest independent fiber network in Africa. From Cape to Cairo, we are connecting more of Africa. Liquid Telecom, building Africa's digital future.
Afternoon, Anne. Afternoon.
I'm gonna tell you why my clothes look bright. I'm gonna tell you why my clothes look clean. I'm gonna tell you why they smell so nice. I'm feeling fresh, you know what I mean. It's got a little bit of oxy bleach with a nice perfume that will leave your clothes looking rich and have you feeling good. Ooh, aloha. Aloha. You need to try Aloha.
Aloha washing powder. Say hello to fresh.
Trade Kings, improving lives.
Welcome back to the live broadcast of the Diamond News Desk at 8. The Constitution Amendment Bill number 10 of 2019 will be tabled before Parliament on Tuesday for second reading, Justice Minister Given Lubinda has announced. Mr. Lubinda says Cabinet has made recommendations on some of the proposals in the bill and has since adopted the view that deputy ministers should not be reintroduced. He says Cabinet has also proposed that the National Assembly continues to approve debt before it is contracted and also be approving of international agreements as well as treaties. Mr. Lubinda has, however, denied allegations that the proposed bill seeks to increase the tenure of office of President Edgar Lungu and that it is also aiming at disbanding institutions that are aimed at fighting corruption. The minister was addressing this at a town hall meeting in Lusaka today.
Tuesday, March 17th will be a big day in Zambian Parliament. The Constitutional Amendment Bill number 10 of 2019 will soon be tabled before Parliament. Government intends to propose amendments to the 2016 amended Constitution. This is despite concerns from some stakeholders that feel that the contents in the bill do not refine the lacunas in the Constitution but completely alters its content. Some stakeholders feel government should have consulted the people before making drastic changes to the bill. Government says it has heard all the concerns and criticism from the people and has made recommendations to the bill after stakeholders submitted before the Parliamentary Select Committee last year. Justice Minister Given Lubinda says some of the recommendations by Cabinet on topical issues such as the reintroduction of deputy ministers were discussed.
Your Cabinet proposes to provide representation of women, representation of youths, and representation of differently abled who normally are disadvantaged. The Cabinet of His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu joins the Parliamentary Committee in its concern with regard to the proposed amendment from the NDF to take away from the National Assembly's function of approving debt before it is contracted.
Mr. Luwinda also took the opportunity to thank stakeholders on the objective criticism, but says speculations that the bill intends to extend the tenure of office of President Lungu is false. At second reading, the movers of the Constitutional Amendment Bill number 10 needs 2/3 members of parliament to support it so that it can pass to third reading. The Patriotic Front, which is a government party, has only 89 members, with UPND having 58. There are 14 independents, 4 MMD, while NDC and FTD have 1 each. This therefore calls for intensive lobbying. Rhoda Mfula, Damu News.
And the Council of the Law Association of Zambia has condemned the recent attacks on the Constitutional Court judges by some of its senior members, such as Rogers Chongwe, as well as John Sangwa. The two have recently been expressing their displeasure at the Constitutional Court rulings pertaining to President Edgar Lungu's eligibility to contest the 2021 presidential polls. According to a statement available to Diamond TV News, the association says the unwarranted attacks on judicial officers undermine public confidence in the judiciary as a whole and lowers the authority of the courts in the administration of justice. Further, the association says any person who believes that a judge is incompetent, corrupt, or has abrogated any law duty is free to seek a redress through the right channel, such as the Judicial Complaints Commission or the Anti-Corruption Commission of Zambia. And the United States of America government has put aside $438 million for investment in Zambia's health sector. U.S. Charge d'Affaires to Zambia, David Young, says the U.S. will continue to strengthen its cooperations with the Zambian government. Mr. Young adds that the coronavirus outbreak in different parts of the world is a challenge to many governments, and the American government's disease control centers will continue to work with the Zambian government in confronting the disease that has now been declared a global pandemic.
Just say that we work together on peace and security here on the African continent and around the world. So those are very important things. We have some, as you know, from some very important good news on the health front. We continue our deep cooperation through our PEPFAR program in the fight against HIV and AIDS. And we are very pleased that we have an investment for this year that will be $438 million, which is about 6.5 billion kwacha as well. But the COVID-19 coronavirus is a challenge for people around the world, and governments and companies and universities and others are taking steps to try to deal with this, what WHO is now calling a global pandemic. So our Centers for Disease Control will continue to work with your government as we work together to confront this.
There is no need to bother. Zambia-United States relationship remain intact and solid, and as it can be attested by your presence here in the country, and also what you have just summed up regarding our cooperation in various sectors. You've emphasized on health. I know, because when I was in the Ministry of Defense, health was number one. Defense, right. But we are primarily concerned very much on health, how we can keep our personnel in the defense fit and healthy, and so on. So, all said and done, I think you're most welcome, and I'm glad that you've put matters to rest regarding some of the events which happened in the recent past and some speculation by the so-called experts on international relations and everything else. So we look forward to your stay and the cooperation. The health sector, again, is heightened by the presence of COVID-19. From here, I'll be meeting the Minister of Health to just praise me on what the situation is. But like you have said, it's important to adhere to the basics.
Babs Kabaso Mlenga, popularly known as Sparks, has appeared before Chingola magistrates Peggy Banda for murder and rape. Sparks is jointly charged with 5 others who are facing 1 count of murder and 3 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of rape. The accused appeared before the court for explanation of charge and are yet to take plea. In this matter, particulars are that Sparks, age 29, Boyd Kamiji, 22, McLean Kamiji, 21, Gilbert Zimba, 22, and Silvio Quiwisa, 20, as well as Jimmy Wembe, 23, stand charged with 1 count of murder and 3 counts of attempted murder. The matter has been adjourned to March 27 for mention, while the accused remain remanded in custody waiting for instruction from the Director of Public Prosecution.
When all the attention was in Lusaka for Baba Kavaso Molenga, popularly known as Sparks, to appear before the High Court for habeas corpus, little did they know that the shift would be made as he appeared before Chingola Magistrate Court for murder, attempted murder and rape. In the Chingola Court, Sparks, who appeared with 5 others, is charged with 1 count of murder and 3 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of rape. The 6 appeared before Chingola Magistrate Peggy Banda, who explained the charges to the accused. Particulars of the offense are that Sparks, 29 years old, Boyd Kamishi, 22, McLean Kamishi, 21, Gilbert Zimba, 22, and Silvio Kavisa, 20, and Jimmy Wembia, 22, stand charged with 1 count of murder and 3 counts of attempted murder. In the first count, the 6 had first in a murder charge, and particulars are that on January 22nd and 23rd last year, the accused were acting together, allegedly murdered Emmanuel Chiwe. In the second, third, and fourth counts, they are facing the charges of attempted murder that on January 22nd and 23rd, the accused were acting together attempted to murder 3 persons of the same family. And in the fifth count, on the same day, the accused persons had carnal knowledge of a woman without consent. The matter was adjourned to March 27th for mention, while the 6 are remanded in police custody as the state is waiting for instructions from the Director of Public Prosecution. Sparks is being represented by Freddie and Company of Kitwe. However, in the Lusaka High Court, Sparks was supposed to appear for the hearing of habeas corpus. This was aimed at the court to direct the state to present Sparks and explain why they were keeping him in detention without charge. According to a statement of claim filed before the Lusaka High Court, Sparks prayed that the police have not formally charged him. When the matter came up for hearing this morning, the respondents made an application for an adjournment.
What are you doing?
I'm helping Mom make home safe.
What do you mean by making home safe?
I help Mom do the housework. Mom always washes the fruit and covers the food. Mom makes sure I wash my hands every time after I use the toilet and before I touch any food. Mom uses Chloripure to keep our drinking water safe.
Chloripure is safe and easy to use. Read the instructions on the bottle for proper use and wait for 30 minutes before drinking the water. Use Chloripure correctly and consistently all year round. That way you'll be able to protect your family from waterborne diseases. Chloripure is now available in pharmacies, chemists, and retail outlets at an affordable price. Make your drinking water pure with Chloripure.
This message is brought to you by the USAID Discover Health Project with support from the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, from the American people.
Still wondering how you get 0% legal fees, 0% survey fees, 0% administration fees, and competitive interest rates? Plus, get up to 100% financing and up to 60 days repayment holiday. What better way to buy or build your dream house than with the ZNBS Nyumba ya Banja mortgage promotion? Invest in your future today and bring your dream to life. For more details, call us on 0954 292 904 or 0954 295 168 or email marketing@znbs.co.zm or visit our website on znbs.co.zm. Zambia National Building Society. Shelter through saving. Terms and conditions apply.
Tawi ya bwela yopanga nyumba ya banja.
Do your gums hurt? Yeah. Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile? All that in one toothpaste? Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums. Ah, Colgate Herbal. Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
No two people are alike in the world, but these individuals have something in common.
Life is about making the right choices. I choose protection. Excuse me. Can I please have a packet of unscented Ultimate condoms?
Where is mommy?
When I find you?
Assist me with some change money.
Okay.
take control. I man up. Protection is about manning up.
Hi.
Hello.
Give me a packet of Ultimate condom.
Vanilla scented.
The OU's Ultimate Condoms for assured protection from STIs, HIV, and unplanned pregnancies. Use condoms correctly and consistently for dual protection. Ultimate Condoms, assured protection delivered in 3 variants: unscented, banana, and vanilla. Brought to you by the USA Discover Health Project with support from the American people through the United States President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR.
Eagle Events Management, in collaboration with NGOCC and Trade Kings Group, presents the International Women's Day Conference and Luncheon at the Mulungushi International Conference Center, dubbed AMECO, with the theme Transforming a Generation of Women for Equality. Speakers will include Bridget Kambobe, Trade Kings; Maureen Treasure, Women in Law, Southern Africa; Charit Muntali, Eagle Events; Christabel Michelle Banda, Zisk Life; UD Soko, Zambian Cancer Society; Wanga Zulu, Actress in Pali; Maria Zalomius Mwelwa, Zaid Farmer. Date 14th of March 2020. Time 08 hours. Charges 500 kwacha only. Students and Makwebo women 250 kwacha. For bookings call 0966 756 555, 0977 614 130. Email event@zamnet.zm. Don't miss out.
Powered by Trade Kings, improving lives.
Still wondering how you can own your own home? Build or purchase your dream home with the help of a mortgage from the Zambia National Building Society and enjoy 0% legal fees, 0% survey fees, 0% administration fees, and competitive interest rates. Plus, get up to 100% financing and up to 60 days repayment holiday. What better way to buy or build your dream house than with the ZMBS Nyumba Banja mortgage promotion? Invest in your future today and bring your dream to life. For more details, call us on 0954 292 904 or 0954 295 168 or email marketing@zmbs.co.zm or visit our website on znbs.co.zm. Zambia National Building Society. Shelter through saving. Terms and conditions apply.
The business news tonight, Zambia Airways Board Chairperson Bonaventure Mutale has disclosed that there has been significant progress made to allow for the operationalization of the Zambian Airways. Mr. Mutale says 25 Zambian crew members have been trained at the Ethiopian Aviation Academy.
We have trained 25 young Zambian cabin crew at the Ethiopian Aviation Academy. These qualified and concluded their training in December, so they are all just waiting for the launch date to begin working for the airline. The organizational structure of the company approved by the board and the executive management team positions have been filled, and we are in the process of recruiting support staff. We have obtained 2 IATA letters and 2 numerical code from IATA have been secured. G, major activities like airline designation and foreign operators permits are in progress and awaiting issuance by the air operator certificate. H, 3 aircrafts, that is 2 Bombardier Q400s and 1 Boeing 737-800, have since been identified and inspected by the Zambia Civil Aviation Authority inspectors.
Coming up after the break, we have sports news.
For those school lunches, for that much-needed break at the office, or just to replenish your energy levels. For that all-day, everyday soothing refreshment, nothing beats the refreshing fruity milkiness of Shake and Sip Fruity Milk. Shake and Sip, when fresh meets fruity.
Trade Kings, improving lives.
Here is my good friend Joseph. This is his world. Here he is Zebige. He pays close attention to every corner, to every finish, to the top of each and every table. He's got a real feel for it. Oh, you thought I was talking about furniture, did you?
Do your gums hurt? Yeah. Does your toothpaste contain sage, eucalyptus, myrrh, chamomile? All that in one toothpaste? Yes, try Colgate Herbal. Colgate Herbal contains nature's best herbs and Colgate's fluoride technology to give you strong teeth and healthy gums. Ah, Colgate Herbal. Let's go. Colgate Herbal for strong teeth and healthy gums naturally.
Woi, lero tikumbula tiboni zona. Woi, mishao kanka mais. Nuna njala ngala pa haiti. Mongani kata tizeo. Ndaulo samba kumanja kulibe. Hygienic Spanish.
Imwe, contravening Cap 7 of hygiene laws. Mkudia sa samba kumanja. Je hygiene ya branch. Bad hygiene malpractice.
Apa numba diarrhea. Yala mixta assault pamala.
Sinza tima James yamanje sio pala la monga ya kudala. That's why mfunko sambira na hygienic soap. Mabera you. Of Sapompi.
Go please, madam.
Go and hygienics and kurukuta them right now. Hygienic soap is a powerful antibacterial soap with active silver technology formulated to kill 99.9% of germs.
Hygienic soap. You are safe in our hands.
Hey, can you give me one
Hey,
packet of Maximum?
excuse me. Can I please get a packet of Maximum Classic condoms? Don't be shy. It's triple tested, trusted protection.
Hey, I'll get 2 packets of Maximum Classic condoms, please, right now.
Condoms protect you from STIs, HIV, and prevent unplanned pregnancies. Use condoms correctly and consistently for dual protection. Maximum Condom, trusted protection, is triple tested. Brought to you by the USA Discover Health Project with support from the American people through the United States President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR.
We'll conclude with our sports news. Madison General Insurance Zambia Company Limited has offered a limit of 300,000 kwacha insurance cover for the Project Fit Marathon to be held on Saturday, 14th March 2020 for about 500 registered participants. Speaking at the handover of the insurance cover, Madison General Insurance Managing Director Chabala Lumbwe says the cover is for participants of the Project Fit Marathon in the case they needed medical attention during the marathon. He adds that physical health is a very important aspect of life to fight non-communicable diseases. And Project Fit Marathon Vice Treasurer Mbuyeta Milimo says they are happy with the support from Madison General Insurance.
We do recognize the importance of health. Generally, if you don't have the healthy people, you cannot have a healthy nation. And not only that, we also want to try and encourage as many people as possible to change the way we live. Over the years, we are more and more aware of the diseases that are coming in. Things like diabetes now are not an uncommon thing. When we were growing up, it was very rare. We called it sugar disease, and it was only limited to the old people. Things like blood pressure as well was not a common thing. But now you find that even children are suffering from these ailments. And we believe we should not sit back and not make a small contribution. Hence our involvement in promoting or supporting various sports events. We do support a number of events starting from polo, golf, and we also try to support clubs like yourselves involved in promoting wellness and fitness. Project Fit is a group personal accident cover to cover the participants in case somebody gets injured. We are proud that Madison has considered us again this year to give us cover for the event that we have tomorrow. And tomorrow we are going to have our 7th edition of the Project Fit Marathon.
Well, that sports item brings us to the end of the Diamond News Desk. Thank you so much for having made time with us. On behalf of the entire news crew, my name is Cheswa Kapasa. Good night.
Television reinvented.
I always look forward to Sunday lunch.
You're gonna need some fruit top to wash all that down.
And nobody does Sunday lunch like my mom.
Hey, Chris! Hey, Jack, come over! Mom, can Jack come, please?
Wow, is that fruit top?
Nothing in this world is better than chilling at home with everyone. Woke up this morning with sunshine in my eyes, telling me everything will be fine.
And the thing I like about Sunday lunch is that everyone comes together.
There is no better feeling than knowing that this is home. There's no taste like home.
Nothing brings a family together like a good meal and a great drink. Introducing Fruit Top, orange, pineapple, and granadilla fruit squash.
Give me that
Fruit Top, with the real fruit in every drop.
Has seen us build the largest thing.
Like a mother's love, Tasty High Juicy is made from high-quality fruits. Start your day with Tasty. For that full breakfast, you can never go wrong with Tasty High Juicy. Treat your child to the lovely benefits of Tasty High Juicy. Tasty comes in different flavors. Manufactured by Revin Zambia Limited. For details, contact Revin Zambia Limited on +260 972 211 113. Email us on info@revinzambia.com or visit www.revinsarl.com. They say every kingdom can exist even without a queen. But these queens say nay. They take pride in wearing their crowns and they don't need kings to glimmer and glitter like Micah. And just like a Rambo movie, debatable topics that will get you groveling at their feet.
So ladies, are you ready to take our sleeves off?
I just don't trust a man. A man is capable of doing anything. Doesn't matter whether you're a baby, whether you're in a school uniform or whatever. A man will rape you, and it has nothing to do with a woman. It has everything to do with a man.
And play some fun games and get to witness who takes the throne.
What attracts you first to love?
Bow down to your majesties, Tosh, Mimi, and Bombshell, the Queens of Lusaka, every Wednesday and Friday at exactly 10:30 p.m. only on the home of Red Pop Project.
Bring the fun home with box office this February. Having a sleepover? Why not invite the Addams boys and ghouls to join me? Totally awesome. It's very obvious why Maleficent and Aurora should also make the list. Love laughter.
You see, this is an apple. But there's some people out there that will try to convince you that this apple is in fact a banana. But you know the truth. This is not a banana. This is an apple. We've always known it as an apple and it will never be anything else. You see, that's just how fake news works. There's some people out there that will decorate their lies and try to convince you that an apple is in fact a banana by giving you fake news. But there's also some people out there that have got the truth and fact up to the latter. That's who we are. Get the most balanced and verified news on